Hi everybody, my name is Dave. I want to welcome you to MAGS Indoor Shooting Range. This is our archery division. We're very excited to have you here with us. But we want to go over a few safety tips with you, some things to make sure that not only do we have a good time, but everybody is safe. And that is our primary objective here, is that everyone is safe here at MAGS. Even though you're shooting a bow and an arrow, it's just as deadly and just as dangerous as a rifle or a pistol. So we want to go over some very basic rules with you. You will find rules and regulations that will be posted. It is important at all times to follow the rules and regulations of the range. So you want to make sure that before you begin shooting, you check all those out. I'm going to go over just a few short and quick steps with you that'll give you some idea of how to have a real safe and fun time here at the range. First of all, I want to direct your attention to downrange. Okay, that's a word you'll hear a lot. If you're not familiar with it, downrange is an important thing to know. This is the firing line. At no time should you have a bow beyond the firing line. And this is where you're going to shoot your arrows from. Now, when we have a range captain available, you'll hear commands, things like clear, range is hot, cease fire, retrieve your arrows. Now, in those times when you're here and we don't have a range captain available, it's really up to you to make sure that you're following all the rules and the regulations and keeping things safe. By saying all clear, it just helps you for the next time that you're here with somebody. Get used to good practices while on the range, good safety practices. Never nock an arrow until you are on the firing line and ready to shoot. I'm going to show you the number one rule against safe practice on the range, and that would be turning with your arrow nocked in a direction that is not safe. This is what not to do. Remember that arrow, just like the muzzle of a gun, should always be pointed downrange and in a safe position. If you're on the line with other shooters, you want to make sure that everybody understands that range is safe, range is clear. When there's nobody downrange and somebody says, or the range director says, all clear, then it's okay to fire. So you'll take your position and you'll fire. At this point, you can shoot up to 6 arrows in one volley. If you just want to shoot 3, that's fine. If you're by yourself and you want to shoot more, that's also okay. But when you have other people on the range, we ask that you keep your volley to 6 arrows at a time. After you've fired your 6 arrows, there may be others that are still shooting. So at that time, etiquette would be to replace your bow, either on a bow hanger or in a safe place. Never, ever carry a bow with you downrange to retrieve your arrows. When everybody has fired, you check the firing line, all clear. Clear, all clear. At that time, it's okay to go downrange, retrieve your arrows, and count your scores. Once everybody has returned to the firing line, and if there's nobody waiting, it's okay. You replace your arrows in your quiver or in the arrow holder, get your bow, and you're ready to go again. Once again, start all over. Range is clear. No, wait, range is not clear, because anybody that moves past the firing line, at that time, the call goes out, cease fire. A lot of times you'll see people drop arrows, or they'll just step forward for some reason. We never fire at that time. Now let's say you're getting ready to shoot. Range has been cleared, you have an arrow nocked and you're downrange ready to fire, and someone steps onto the firing line, past the firing line. At that time, cease fire. Remove the arrow from the nock and replace it, and wait until the situation has resolved itself and all is safe. Then you can retrieve your arrow. All clear? Clear. It's okay to fire. Fire again. Once again, repeating this, having a great time. It's important that you have a good time, but it's more important that we stay safe. Safety is the #1 rule here at MAGS Indoor Shooting Range. But once you have a good time, but we don't want anybody to get hurt. By following a few simple rules, remembering that downrange must be clear at all times, where the firing line is, and listening to instruction and obeying all the rules and regulations of the range, then and only then can you assure that you're going to have a really good time here at MAGS. And that's what we want. Thank you very much for your attention, and good shooting.